Hey, it's new comic book day. What is going on, Kevin?
What's
How
the
are you doing?
word, man? What's the word? What is the word?
Not too much. I got a new camera set up. It is like I have a third camera now, so I can. It's not going to be any better. I have that new camera on my work, which I think will be better. But the third camera is that older camera that I just posed in a new spot, so there'll be like a new view that you'll check out later. So Wednesday is new comic book day. I wanted to show you this article I saw. Like I just looked up at comics lists, the actual new comic books that are coming out today for Wednesday. But you know, there just isn't any, I don't think, because because it says DC Comics continues to get comic retailers through Lunar Distribution and UCS Comic Distributors. Alterna Comics and Scout Comics have announced they will get their products to retailers directly. Other publishers appear to be waiting until Diamond Distribution starts shipping again. Diamond plans on making May 20th their next new Comics Wednesday. Marvel Comics has announced they will have new comics available again starting May 27th. So then
New comic series.
Like, you know, every Wednesday is a new comic book day, and there just isn't any. There just isn't any right now. Like as far as for distribution, I guess. So they have a list here of like all the like extended forecasts for all the publishers and what they're going to come out with and stuff like that. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up before we got going with Albatross Junction, which is our own comic. Work doesn't stop on that.
I might have a little bit.
You were jumbled there, would you say? Oh, now he's frozen. Need to get up that extended internet. Kevin is frozen. Let me move my camera to my workstation so you guys can see what I'm working on here. This is for our comic Albatross Junction. Now the background has Jedi in it. Our comic has nothing to do with Jedi. Let me actually switch that. After all, this is Comic Book Creation Live. I think Kevin, did you come back in? Let's see what happened here.
Yeah.
All right. Are you? I can see you better now, actually.
Yo, you are gift crazy this year, man. What's happening?
I guess I learned how to animate something, and then the next thing you know is I'm, and you know I'm so in love with lens flare that everything just gets a lens flare.
You are animating everything. It's the best. It's the best.
Yeah. So
what's funny is I was telling you that I'm about to have a little hiccup, and I heard you you might have said like, what did you say? And then like it all happened.
It froze up.
Yeah, because I had
new.
Because for me to do the screen share, I have to be on the same Wi-Fi on both devices, and I wasn't.
That's some technical crap.
Well, screen mirroring actually, not share, screen mirroring. But yeah, man.
So what did you do today? Did you rescue any kittens out of trees or anything today?
Nah, I didn't do anything today. I just fed my kids.
Fed your kids knowledge.
That was it, man. That was it.
Every time I go back to the script, I lose my place because they start me at the beginning of the script. I guess if it's been a few hours, it just goes back to the beginning.
Oh, maybe. Hey.
I wonder if you could guess what page I'm working on. Let me see here. Because the page has got renumbered when things got switched around. Let's see here. Kind of a
that
surprise.
right there is that. So you're doing a launch sequence. That's page 17 right now.
Yeah, you'd think so. Let me get to that point. Let me see. I think it's higher than that.
That's page 67 right now.
This is.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I drew it on a different stream. Let's see. This is page 21. Believe it or not. So like that last one that you did the thumbnail to, where like Donovan and Dobbs are walking down the hallway, that was page 20.
Damn, man. How?
When we inserted, what did we insert that made it longer?
We inserted Paul breaking down a door in the boxing scene.
And 3 pages as far as like the Dybbuk ravaging people. Added like a few extra pages there. So I don't think it really changes much. What it really does is it actually, I think you'd be happy with what it does, because it ends issue number 1 where you first see the mom, like the mom reveal.
That's what I've been fighting for fucking.
So now you finally get that, where like that has to be the end of issue 1, because issue 1 is like 30 pages at that point. So like as soon as you see the mom, it's over. Issue 1 is over. Then you take the reins, you draw issue number 2. So basically I'm 10 pages, I'm like 9 pages away from having this issue wrapped up, and I've started this script a little bit as far as issue number 2, because it's plotted out, but it's not scripted out totally.
Yeah, you know, one time I didn't realize you went live.
Oh, there you go. I guess I'm glad you didn't give out your social security number.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, that show you did with Matt was dope. Well, the first half. Once you both went into the whole Star Wars shit at the second hour, I'm done with Star Wars, man. I don't want to hear nothing Star Wars ever again from anybody.
I forgot that we talked about Star Wars. What were we saying about that?
Yeah, it was the whole second half. I was trying to wait for it to end. I was like, these motherfuckers are going to stay on Star Wars for the whole second half.
Wait, I thought that he was just referring to Star Wars for examples. It was literally about Star Wars?
Yo, it went full Star Wars, like the 2 hour mark. Before the 2 hour mark, I was like, show was dope. Like, it was dope. Well, you guys were talking about the writing process. You were answering some questions. I started. What?
You could pretend that it's 2 hours.
I started feeling a little bad for the third guest. The third guest you had there, you had him waiting for a while. I was like, yo, they're gonna diss this dude. They're just gonna ignore his ass.
Me too. Like, I wanted him to be able to say more. It was like a little bit. I wanted to,
I was
let him in there a little bit more.
I don't know if I was the only person. I don't know if I was the only person. I probably was the only person laughing as hard as I was at this one moment, because like I just know you're not the biggest drinker in the world. And you had the biggest beer stein I've ever seen, full of liquor, right? and then this dude starts talking, and you go off camera, and I hear you dropping ice and pouring. I'm like, yo, you didn't turn the mic off? Oh my god, yo, that shit! I was crying, I was tearing up.
I've been resolved to just finish this bottle of whatever it is, Tennessee honey whiskey or something, like on the live stream.
Yo, but he was talking, and all you heard in the background was clink, 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 clink. I was like, oh shit, he doesn't give a fuck right now. It was hilarious. It was funny as hell, man. It was funny as hell. To me, it was anyway.
Well, Matt said that he could tell like when I was like feeling the liquor.
It was funny. Yeah, the conversation was cool though. It was a real good conversation. I listened to the whole shit.
I was actually gonna say, I think I was calling you the next day or whatever when you had texted me about it. I was gonna tell you, if you wanted to clip out, if you thought anything was like relevant for this channel, you could like, clip out, make like a 5-minute video about it. Because he had some cool writing tips.
I think he makes a lot of points, and he always has like a quote ready. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to me, because you know what hit me. I kind of want to ask him if it's true. You know how what's this dude's name? Pulp Fiction. What's his name? director?
Quentin Tarantino.
So you know how Quentin Tarantino makes movies by just referencing his favorite scenes, and he kind of just remakes his scenes and patches together his own movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it sounds like Matt kind of does the same thing as far as writing goes. Like he has this whole library of punchlines and reference material just memorized, it seems like. So I wonder if he like looks back to that reference material to make something as punchy as what he thought worked. You know what I'm saying? In other like films and books and things like that.
Yeah, we could have him on here and like ask him those questions.
Pretty wild. What's his handle online?
Like on YouTube.
Nova.
Well, it changed. He just renamed his YouTube channel to call himself No One Star. 3 words. No One Star. But
he wants to do away with that old life period.
I think he wants to get away from the lightsaber name recognition.
Yeah, man. I felt like I don't know, maybe I don't know him at all, right? But I just know him from like the 2 or 3 times we spoke to him, and it seems like I felt like a shift in him watching him and you guys go back and forth.
Or maybe he's like starting to feel a little bit better. I don't know, because he wasn't feeling too well for a while. But then the other night he was saying
I'm not even talking health wise. Mm-hmm. I'm talking more of like on a conscious level. Like I don't know. I feel like he was just really conscious of everything.
Mm.
Even so, what I emailed him saying how you know how I'm always, and you've heard me say this 1,000 times, because even I work on it on myself. Like I'm always trying to be aware of my own thinking. And I'm always like, because I really believe no one is aware of their own thinking. No one is. Not, like it's hard to find someone who's aware of their own train of thought, realizing why certain things. You know what I mean? And it seems like he was like close to it, or not like fully aware of his own thinking. You know what I mean?
Previous to that show or during that show?
No, during this show. It's like this show felt like he just came off like a crazy meditative retreat.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, this dude is wild. Oh, my arm is killing me. By the way, man, I feel like I'm partially paralyzed.
You said you had to put a sling on tonight to be able to draw?
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
I was thinking earlier, I might
so what I was doing was I was trying to just I was trying to just stay off my arm, man, just to like reserve all my arm energy for the show. Didn't happen though. I had to climb under a car to try to get a ball that was stuck. I had to fucking lift the kid up a tree, all types of stupid shit. Sucks. Crazy, man. It's crazy. What are you going?
Yeah, like I think I'm kind of reversing my stance on this whole kid at home thing. I've been saying to you a lot lately. I think it's been you that I've been talking to, saying like, listen, I feel bad for these kids a lot. I'm starting to change my tune, especially people where they have like their parents around, like you're at home with your kids and all. Like it seemed like these little videos you send me with your daughter, she's jumping up and down. It's like they're happy.
They love it.
They're not happy. Like they're not upset. Like I felt like, oh, they don't see their friends and stuff. I mean, maybe sometimes you're like, oh, my friends, but like your kids are.
This is Disneyland, bro. Imagine you have to go to school for months, and your father's showing you some problems for like 3 hours a day instead of 6.
Oh, okay. You mean you can get it through them quicker or something?
No, I mean they can't give us the full workload, but still the workload they give us is 3 hours out the day, which is like 3 hours I have to find throughout the day, aside from all the other stuff I have to do for them. That's what sucks. But I mean, on a bigger scale of things, it's not a problem. It's just frustrating because I'm not a teacher. I don't know how these kids' brain work. You know what I mean? It's nuts. It is nuts. I'm trying to figure out exactly what you're drawing, and I don't know.
Okay, so do you want me to read the script to you of the page here?
No, you don't gotta read the script. Just like, who is that guy? Who is that?
Oh, wait a second. This is Mackenzie.
That's Mackenzie?
I need to get a picture of him up so I can make sure I get him the same way we had him in the.
Yeah,
I have him right here in this book. No,
I tried to design these characters and you just draw them.
Where is that picture though? I need them available quick. Is it on albatrossjunction.com?
It's up there. It's only one picture though. I didn't like do like a side view and all that other stuff.
Like I have that picture in the orange book, but you updated it digitally, so I need to find that art.
Oh man, I gotta
How different could it be? It's just white guy. You say it's so different. White guy, draw white guy. I mean, or whatever.
Because in my head, a character has to have something that kind of like stands out.
No, so definitely. That's why I want to, before I put him down on concrete here.
White guy. Oh man.
I thought it was here. Where is it?
Hard light. Normal. There you go.
Oh, there he is. Okay, he is there. Can I make it stay that way? Oh, it's going by. It's like scrolling. Oh, okay.
What is?
Yeah, no, he's pretty close here. He's pretty close. I got the hair and all. Got to add more beard stuff. Yeah, dude. This dude's haggard. This dude's haggard. I got it. How do I keep this picture up?
Haggard.
I have found a way to share the audio. I was doing it the other night. So if we need to like show any video or whatever, I could do it now.
Oh, nice. That's kind of dope. Kind of dope.
I found a new show.
What show?
It is like this happened very oddly because it's called Jericho. Do you know this show?
Sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar, right? Like I feel like when it first started playing. Now let me tell you how I stumbled upon it. So it's on Netflix. What you do is you just put your you kind of scroll around and the videos move a little bit. They play a little teaser as you scroll over it, right? So the teaser little thing I saw was like a nuclear bomb going off. Now you know how I love, it's a TV show. So this was like episode 1, nuclear bomb goes off. So I was like, I think I'm in on this one, right? It just seems like I would like this end of the world type of scenario, apocalypse scenario. I'll deal with this. I'll watch this. So it started, I almost thought it was like a 90s TV show.
Yeah, Skeet Ulrich.
Who's that? The main dude? Like
the dude from Scream.
Okay. Yeah, like that dude looks kind of weird. But he's the main actor.
He looks like Johnny Depp's crackhead little brother.
Yeah, he's like the main star of it, and he's like getting all the girls in it, and I just can't believe it because I was like, wait, this guy's the star of it? Because like I just, a leading man I thought would be like more handsome. But anyway, he's like the star of it. I thought at first, like the first episode, I was like, wait, is this like 1990s? Then I saw someone's cell phone. I was like, okay, no, it's got to be like 2001 or, by the clothes and the coloring and stuff. Yeah, I tried to place it without actually looking it up because I didn't want to look it up and then find out like an ending or find out any spoilers that I just would inadvertently see about the show Jericho, And I remember inadvertently like seeing some advertisements back in the day. It must have been at a time when I didn't really watch TV, or that much. And me and you, Kev, were both graphic designers, so I catch on to like the logo, and the logo is shit. Like the logo sucks.
It's like one step up from Papyrus.
Yeah, yeah, and the way they have it like animated, they have it animated as if it's like white snow from the TV, like, or when you have no channel on the TV. Mundo is here.
What's up, guys?
Howdy. What's up, broski?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm all right. You got a haircut? You got a lineup? What's happening?
Nah, lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. Just got home.
Yeah,
just literally walked in, and I'm ready to crank it.
I hear you.
It's been that kind of a day,
man.
Real. So what you got going on right here, right now?
Mundo, I was just talking about this show I found on Netflix that, like, I remembered the name of it from a bunch of years ago. Did you ever watch it? It's called Jericho.
It sounds familiar. Wasn't it like a very short show though?
Like, it may be one season, or it may have said 3 seasons. I forgot. But I'm on like episode 15. So I guess if it's one season, there might be 20 episodes, there might be 18 episodes. I don't know. Like, I'm on episode 15.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting, like it's from, like, I was trying to tell Kevin when it might be from. I think it might be from early 2000s. I was thinking at first, like, it looked kind of like 90s to me, the clothes they were wearing. But then I was like, I realized it was like early 2000s with their cell phones and stuff. And then they mentioned 9/11, how that happened in the past. I think like the latest it could be is like 2009, but the earliest it could be is like 2002. No. The earliest it could be is like 2004 because they talk about it's 2006. Yeah, because they talk about being in Iraq and stuff. I was just like, wait, what? Like, I was trying to place it, but it's got this 24 aspect to it where. Not the time thing, but just the intensity of how things build up and the weirdness of the turns that everything takes. And it's
what's the plot to it?
Like, if you scroll over on Netflix for the first 20 seconds of their little teaser, when you when they show you a little moving video or something, it's a nuclear bomb going off. So the whole aspect of it is that, like, the whole idea of it is that nuclear bombs went off and this one town, like, didn't really get any impact from it too much. Like, it was like outside of enough major cities where it didn't really get hit. So those people are just dealing with the aftermath, and that's what the show's about.
I thought it was a mini series. It's like a season. It's not like just a week-long mini series.
Yeah, like I'm on episode 15, so I guess it's
when did that movie Chernobyl come out?
That was just really recently. Like, that was 2019. That was the series on HBO that, like, Kev, did you end up watching that?
Not yet, nope.
That kind of did the
because I think that was like before. Well, it was definitely way before Chernobyl, but it was kind of like. If like I said, I vaguely remember, but it was kind of like somewhere along the same line.
Right, because they did have people that were affected in that manner where they would get sick or they would get the radiation poisoning, and they would show it's brutal in that sense. Like, it's in that realm of, I don't think that they would do this show today. Like, this show, as far as the scenes that happen, I don't think they would be done even just 10 years later, 15 years later. Kevin says it's 2006. So like 15 years later, this show would not be made. That's one of the interesting aspects of it. The other interesting thing is like the stuff we're going through right now where everyone's dealing with this whole thing in the world at once. That's what, like, this show is kind of, I mean, maybe that's why it's on Netflix. Maybe that's why they plopped it there, Kevin. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Netflix shows a lot of shows and stuff that, not too many people really want to deal with. And Netflix is that kind of, entity that they're going to take a chance on it, whether it's good or bad. It don't matter.
Well, I just meant that maybe it was plopped there, like, in the sense of like how they plopped pandemic there and that outbreak, like, just because of the times. I don't know if I stumbled upon it like 100% on accident is all I'm saying.
It's possible. It's possible.
because it kind of has that vibe of what we're going through. In a sense, they're just dealing with a whole nother type of problem. Like they're dealing with a whole different type of problem, but
Yeah. Man, I tried so hard to get on yesterday with you guys.
What was yesterday? I don't even remember.
The Saber party.
That was yesterday? I thought that was the day before yesterday. Oh, okay.
Damn.
I think I drank like a quarter bottle of that stuff last night too.
Damn. Man after my own heart. Shit, back in my day, man, I killed an 18-pack plus a bottle. Now I'm lucky if I even kill a 6-pack.
Well, it's not even the liquor that I'm worried about so much. It's like the soda. It's like I want to drink it with soda, but I don't want to drink too much soda. So once I feel like I've had like 2 cans of soda, I'm like, all right, it's over. I don't want to.
No, man, it's the problem. I could go through a fifth of Tito's in like an afternoon. A fifth, like, and I'm good. I'll go. That's
like
terrible.
nothing. See now, like vodka and tequila, I don't have to worry about it because they distill all the sugars out of it. So I'm good to go with those two.
Yeah, but tequila wrecks me, man. If I drink tequila, I'm done. I'm dancing on top of stuff. For real, man, for real. But
my problem back in the day was I was too busy mixing, man. I would shoot.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
I go ballistic. You ever had the parties with the jungle juice?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. You cannot be from that pastime and not have jungle juice.
That was terrible. We should throw Everclear and then whatever was left.
Oh, you should try Everclear. Well, okay. Here's a drink for you. It's called Everdam. Everdam is 100% hot damn mixed with Everclear. You take 2 little pints of each bottle. You take a gallon jug and you shake it up and you put it in the freezer for a little bit just to cool it, chill it.
Yeah.
It'll mess you up in 2 shots to 3 shots. That's it. You're gone.
I believe it. I mean, Everclear. That's all you needed.
I think Kevin needs some of this because his shoulder is hurting him so bad that he needs some kind of.
Oh man! After a couple of shots of Everdam, he'd be doing backflips.
I'll be good. Serious.
Oh man, Space, that Leia saber that Gabe had.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, that was sweet. That's sick.
I heard the worst news about that today.
What?
I heard the worst news about that company today.
Really?
Like that company apparently are awful.
Wow.
They've got like a fake charity set up for a little girl that like money's not going to like a little girl.
Yo, once you get into a fake charity, that's it. It's over for you.
Yeah, like I just found all this stuff out today.
Fake charity, Jesus.
Wow.
Like I guess it's like it's not confirmed just yet, but they're like looking into that possibility because it seems that way, and it's almost like where there's smoke, there's fire. That's what I think.
Wow.
Plus, like other stuff, like it seems like they're it's not as good as we thought last night.
Wow.
Just 24 hours later.
Yeah. Like that's how fast news moves here in this world.
What company are you talking about?
Lightning.
Let me see on my phone what it's called. K something or DK? Maybe that's it. Let's see here.
DK Sabers, I think it was. Well,
yeah.
DX Sabers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's some like. I don't want to go spreading bad stuff that may or may not be true, but there's like this article that was sent to me today after they heard my show last night, and it's a bad article. So I was like, oof.
Wow.
Controversy,
source,
saber
though?
controversy. What's that, Kev?
Who's the source of the article?
I'll tell you. Let me see here. Saber
'Cause that
sourcing. I guess they do
that
this.
gets kind of dicey too, man. Because in today's days, like people's
Oh
competition.
yeah, that girl on saber sourcing
Well, I don't know. It's like because
or lady.
they reference the fact that I think, like, if I understand correctly, this is the first article I've read on saber sourcing. But if I'm reading it correctly, they're like Reddit affiliated, and there's 49,000 Saber fans on Reddit, like following this. So I think like they may know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like they may know, 'cause, like they like know more than I do and everything. So I'm like, oh,
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, saber sourcing. I know it's that lady that doesn't show her face or anything, and she just shows her hands, and then she talks about the different hilts and what's going on and this and that.
oh, okay.
So I don't know where she gets her information from, but she does get a lot of hilts, and she does show like secondhand hilts. And then she shows a few other different types of stuff. She tells about what's going on with different companies, what companies are doing what's going on in the world with different companies. And she's actually a kind of good source, but I don't know where she gets her sources from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, just finding out today about this individual who is sort of the news person for Saber World, I didn't know about it at all. So, you know, I'm hearing about it for the first time. Yeah.
I'm surprised. And you're usually in the loop of things.
Well, you know what? I think it's like for the past years, I've got my head down working more than I am kind of. In the beginning, I was more on the internet searching and looking, and then when I got my head down working, it some stuff flipped past me.
Yeah, well, you're busy doing something awesome, so
thank you.
I kind of think that that takes precedence over, you know, what's kind of going on elsewhere. I mean, you got your stuff going on, man. I mean, you got to concentrate on that stuff. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got you stick what you're doing with your sabers and everything else. Civilized sabers is rocking, dude. I mean, that's gonna shoot up like a rocket sooner or later.
Thank you.
So, question.
So, Gabe is making his own stuff too.
No, Gabe had a certain saber he was displaying last night. That's the one that we're talking about. This company.
Oh, dope.
Like he had just gotten in the mail that day, Kev. Yesterday, he had just gotten in the mail for his wife. They opened it, and then they kind of opened it on Saber Talk.
And people are like, "Yo, this company is full of trash."
Well, that's what I found out today.
Wow, just that quick, man. Hey, what time did y'all end? What time did y'all end up in the show? Because as soon as I got home, I guess it was already over, and I was thinking that y'all were still on.
I think we started promptly at 8, and then by about an hour and a half in, I think somebody said, "All right, you know, like it had run its course or whatever," so we had ended it.
Okay. Yeah, because as soon as I got home, it was about 9:30 my time, so it would have been what 10:30 your time, and so it's all like, all right, I'm here in the house. Put me in, and then I had my beer ready to go and everything, and then I realized it took me about 10 minutes into the video to realize that y'all weren't live anymore.
Oh, I see.
Because I was waiting, because I was like, okay, they were waiting for Harris, and then Harris gets on, and and Ant's got his cup, and I'm all like, okay, that's a cold cup, and I'm all like, and I'm here and I'm waiting, and Ant's like talking, and I'm waiting for a reply after I text him and say, hey, And then I'm all like, maybe he hasn't seen my stuff yet in just a second. And I wait for about a minute or two, and I'm all like, you know what? Maybe I need to kind of fast forward just a little bit and see if maybe they're talking at the end, and I'll catch them that way. Well, so I scroll on over to almost the end. I'm all like, wait a minute. Okay, and then at the end, I'm all like, what? I missed it. Like, I was like, so you'll see my comments there after a while,
I think I saw some comments today. Yeah.
So I'm like, man. No, well, I got home a little bit late because my client's dad decided to kind of be back a little bit late, and I'm all like, oh. Then of course the wife and kids wanted something to eat, so they said, Dad, can you stop? I'm all like, okay.
Where do they want you to stop?
Oh, they want me to go get Whataburger.
Is that a really good one? I don't have that near me.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Then Whataburger's in Texas. No, my God.
Good.
Okay, what I'm gonna have to do is have to bring one for you guys, or like when you guys come to Texas, or if I go over there, I need to take one or take you guys here to have a burger here, because like that's like the best over here.
All right, I gotta try that.
I'm still on a hunt, man. I'm not letting that idea go. I want to go hunting.
Yeah, Whataburger is a Texas staple. Let's put it that way.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Corpus has probably got 15 or 20 of the damn things around here.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
I don't even know if my favorite burger joints are open right now. I don't know. Kevin, are like businesses like that open?
Yeah, you just gotta wait outside.
You know what I was thinking?
Yeah, ours is strictly drive-through.
Oh, okay. I wish we had a drive-through. My favorite burger place over here, Shake Shack. There's no
you can order online, and then you just wait outside.
And they'll hand give it to me, or I'll go in when it's ready.
So every spot I've been to, you order online, and when you show up, they have all the tables pretty much butt up against the door, so you can't accidentally walk in. You know what I mean? And there's somebody serving there will be like, "Oh, okay, what's your name? What you here for?" Blah blah blah. Then they'll go get your order for you and meet you outside with your bag. Like, here's your bag.
Huh. Okay. Well, the stuff that you would grab normally, like a straw and ketchup and little things, a little bowl of ketchup, no go anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask for all that stuff, but I got stuff at home. It's like I don't need you putting your hands on it. You know?
No, but Kev, what I would do with the Shake Shack, I don't play games. Like, I don't got a family at home waiting. I just got myself. I do everything selfishly. I go get the burger, Kev. I go into the car. This is before this whole thing. I go into the car and I eat it in the car while it's still so hot that the fries are crispy. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And even if you got a family at home, even if let me just correct you guys, because even if you got a family at home, you still should do that. You have
That's what I do. I do that. I can't go cold. I can't eat it cold, man. I gotta eat it.
Kevin knows what to do. He eats his portion in the car.
I eat it while I'm driving home.
Arrives home with theirs. I mean, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Ant, are you a single or a double meat person?
Single always. I don't want the double burger.
Oh.
I have a prejudice against the double burger.
You're prejudiced against a double?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because all the rest of the stuff that's in there, including the bread and an onion or like whatever, is just as important to me. Like, I don't want to oversaturate with burg. Like, you're gonna like burger saturate and then what?
You just said Berg, bro. Like, everybody talks like this. I don't oversaturate with Berg.
Okay. Well, to me, I'm a carnivore. I'm a carnivore, man. So I gotta have more Berg than anything else. Well, along with the veggies.
Give me
bread.
Some
I order mine without the bread. So.
Oh, without the bread, really?
Without the bread. Oh, yeah. You're a beast.
Just give it. Have like, do you have the same issue that Kev's got with the stomach, that he can't maybe have the bread or something like that?
Well, I'm diabetic, and their bread is kind of too much. So I have a special bread that I eat, which is it's a double fiber, and it's only got and it's only has 2 to 4 grams of carbs per slice. So I have to use that bread instead of their bread.
The rest is paper.
But the rest is pay dirt, because I mean there's no feeling guilty about everything else. You know, the cheese, the meat, the veggies, everything's all golden.
No, I said it was made out of paper. Cardboard.
No, that's actually pretty good. You should check it out. It's called Nature's Own Double Fiber. It's actually not bad.
I bought one that was is that like that type that is it called spelt? Is that the type that's supposed to be that old kind of bread?
That bread sucks.
I bought that kind before.
It's garbage.
Yeah, it really it's not like bread too much. It's not too much like bread.
Yeah, you're not enjoying that. No one is enjoying that.
No, that Nature's Own Double Fiber is really, really good. I've eaten that, and then the sugar-free one, but the sugar-free one is not as good as the double fiber.
Double fiber. I need some double fiber.
Need some double carbon fiber.
That too. I need to go to the range, man. I miss going to the range, man.
Oh yeah, pop a few rounds off.
So where you're at, Mundo, can you just like go in the backyard and pop off when you feel like it?
No, I gotta go to my ranch. I'm about an hour and a half away from my ranch, though.
Oh, that's far, man. But at least you can go there and you're free to just go crazy.
Yeah, if I want to, I could just take off and head on over there and go pop some rounds off. But
you can go full auto if you wanted to. Outside is ba 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 ba.
It's my own. It's my own ranch, bro. Of course I can. I can shoot anything I want.
Now out here, it's not. Out here you freaking they'll call SWAT on you if you go on your own ranch and let off.
Are you allowed to torture your own criminals there?
Well, if I catch any, they ain't leaving. I'll leave them for the damn coyotes. Let's put it that way. They'll never find them. Nope.
Do you have pigs? Do you have pigs, Mundo?
Yeah, we actually do, but they've actually thinned them out a lot.
A man who keeps a pig farm.
No pig farm. Wild pigs, man.
Wild pigs.
Yep, the best.
I thought you were saying you kept pig.
Is that what you would hunt? You would hunt on your own?
You ever see Snatch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I want a pig, I'd go take a pig, man, get my own pork chops, make my own pork chops.
And you kind of got to look for them, or they're all around?
It depends. Like I said, right now, I mean, it depends on where you're at. But right now, a lot of people been kind of shooting them out, thinning them out, so they're not coming out as often as they usually do. But man, I love to go and kill me like a pit size where I can just cut him up, clean him up, spice him up, throw him on the pit fresh.
So you butcher it yourself?
If I have the time, yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, you're the fucking man, bro. I don't know. I can't. Woo!
I tell you what, this country boy can survive.
That's wild.
You would do well in Jericho.
That I would.
Like when I'm in Red Dead, I do see those pigs running around, those wild hogs. They're like they're like running around, and you could shoot them.
Well, let me tell you something though. A lot of people don't realize that they have such thick skin. A lot of people you have to have either a high powered rifle most of the time to shoot in the heart. But if you don't shoot in the heart, the way to drop them really quick so they don't take off on you, right behind the ear.
That's how I was planning to do Kevin.
Are we talking about the little wild boars?
Mm-hmm.
So they have helicopter rides. You could go to the borderline of Jersey and Philly. Because they're running rampant. They're running crazy out there.
Oh yeah. No, I couldn't do that. I'm too much of a conservative to do stuff like that, man. to me,
I'm not, you don't just go and slaughter them. You go and you get like 1 or 2, and then you butcher them up and take them back with you.
yeah. I don't know about the helicopter ride, but that sounds like fun though.
I'm not getting I'll drive, helicopter ride. But they say it's so bad that they're offering a helicopter. They're offering to come get you, and it's cheap. It's dirt cheap because they're so crazy out there.
Yeah. The way I do it, I just sit in the blind, man, and they'll come right out, like right in the evening, and they'll come to the corn. You just throw a little corn out, let them eat their last meal. Hey, remember, I'll offer the last drink. They got the last meal. Boom.
You got any type of ritual? Like after you get one, do you like pray over the body or something, or you just chop it up and eat?
No, I actually do thank God for giving me, the opportunity to have that animal give up its life so that I can eat it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're taking something. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's taking a life to sustain a life. Animals have a life. Plain and simple. They have a soul. They have a life. We don't understand what they go through, what they feel, and everything else like that. But when you kill an animal to eat it, and that's why I feel so passionately about people who just shoot and just, don't do anything with it. That's kind of like sacrilege to me. Crazy. If it's a big, and if it's a huge, like 400 or 500 pounder, you can't get.
I know a 400 or 500 pounder that's in pain. Should we put him out of his misery?
Yes.
All right,
absolutely.
Kevin, come out in the backyard when we're done with this.
That's messed up, man.
It's the humane thing to do. Mundo's describing.
It is.
It really is. But like I said, when you kill an animal, even when I go deer hunt, it's the same thing. I ask God, thank you for giving me this, and it's that animal gave up its life to sustain your life. So it's you have to take everything as it is, because you are taking a life to keep your life going. And I know I'm repeating myself, but
no, it's real.
It's just the way I feel.
Has a freezer full of venison. It keeps him going for like 2 years. I'm like, damn, it's wild how much he has. It's crazy. And he doesn't go that often.
I still got some deer meat left in my freezer right now from last year.
Damn, yeah, it's real. Yeah, I want to go, man. I want to go.
How long was like a cut of meat last in the freezer that you killed this year?
Like 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, the place that I take it to, usually about a year and a half or so.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But deer meat is so good. But you got to know how to cook it right. Because if you don't cook it right, you get the gamey taste to it and the grittiness of it. And, it turns a lot of people off, because when you cook it and it has a lot of like nickel taste to it, or iodine. Yeah. So
tastes like blood.
Iodine or nickel.
Does that mean you did it wrong?
No, it doesn't mean that you did it wrong. It's just that you didn't cook all the blood out of it and the game out of it. But you can soak it in milk for about an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, or slow cook it. So when you slow cook it and stuff like that, and a lot of that blood that comes out, it'll because deer meat is so it's so lean that it'll take on the flavor of what you put on it.
Oh.
And the blood that has all the nickel and the game taste to it, once it leaves the meat, it'll lessen up, it'll go away and all that stuff. But you have to kind of be careful, because if you overcook it, it'll be dried up, it'll be gritty, hard to eat.
It'll be nasty. Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, it won't be good. It won't be good.
So the best thing I ever had, one of the best things I ever had in my life, right? Same dude, same friend's uncle, got the venison. He ground it up, but he put some well, I guess he put like a beef chuck or something in it. He mixed it with something and made burgers.
Uh-huh.
That was crazy. It was crazy. It was insane.
Because he added a little bit of fat to it. Yeah, he added a little bit of fat to it.
Yeah, the chuck was for the fat, for the flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
crazy.
The fat and flavor. Mm-hmm.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, but sure as hell is tasty.
It's good. Yeah, it was good as hell. Good as hell.
So, Ant, okay, I got my friend's voice. I got it down to the way I want it. I cut it, got it, what do you call it? From an MP3. I've got it all set, ready to go. What folder do I put it in, man?
For the Profi?
Yeah, because remember, it's going to be the boot sound.
So it's going to be in a, I think you're going to have to put it in one of the sound font folders. Like what you want to do is like go through the sound font folder, like just pick a random sound font folder and play the sounds until you get to like one of the ones that's a boot. And then you know what it's called. So I don't know what it's called in the Profi right now, but like if you know what the boot sound is for a certain sound font, you know, you could like listen for that. Like if you know Luke is talking, it's like you know, and then you know that that's the boot sound for that font, then just like name your sound that same sound.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like replace that sound with your sound.
Okay.
Right?
Got it.
Find out what the boot sound is for that font and just replace it.
Got it. Yeah, because I cut it just right, man. I found out how to because it was an ARM file, and I didn't know how to convert it. And I looked on that on the Profi, I guess, website or something like that, where everybody gets help. And so one of the guys actually told me, well, get on Audacity and switch it over on Audacity. Well, I tried switching on Audacity, but it didn't work out quite the way I thought it was going to. And then I found a video where you can change it over from on VLC. So I got VLC and I was able to convert it to the MP3. And then on Audacity from the MP3, cut it just the way I wanted it on how I want it boot up and what he's gonna say when I get it booted up.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. I mean, oh man, I'm just like,
so this saber's like gonna be so custom through and through.
Yeah. Well, I decided to go and hold off on the crystal chamber because I'm having a hard time trying to get it fit into everything. And I think later on, I may put it on there a little bit later on, but right now I want to get it going since it's already been two years since I've been working on this thing. And I want to get it fired up, you know. The main thing was to get his voice on there, and then later on I'll figure out how to put the crystal chamber in it on top of that. But I'm kind of like, I want to get it going right now.
I hear that.
I want to get it going. So I almost came to tears when I got his voice just right the way I wanted it, man. And the boot up, I was like, oh,
what does he say?
Is it "Que pasa, mama," which is in Spanish. "Que pasa" means what's happening, you know. And it was just kind of like a thing between us because we were like brothers, you know. Even though he had his own flesh and blood brother, we were close enough to be like brothers. His family and I got really, really close.
Oh, your boy's passed.
Yeah, he's the one that died
Oh,
of brain cancer a couple of years back. You know.
oh, sorry to hear him. Oh, so this is a serious saber you're making.
Yeah, it's very serious. That's why I mean I got it. I got to do this. You know. So once I get it done, I'm gonna show the family what I've done. And he was always a cool cat. You know, he was into everything, doing this, doing that. He made a lot of people laugh. You know, I mean, even when you were down, he would try to make you laugh. I mean, he was that kind of person. Very, very energetic, very colorful. So the reason why I'm doing this is because the saber can do all kinds of crazy things, and he was crazy. He was crazy, man. He'd do all kinds of things to get a rise out of you. And so this saber will, and I still can't thank enough for sending me this Profi, man, because of the crazy things that it can do. Reminds me of him, and it really is an emotional roller coaster, you know, working on this thing.
I like the determination.
What are you gonna call it?
That you're like determined to make it happen. You know.
Yeah. Oh, well, the lightsaber is called Roy Boy.
Oh, that's hot.
Because his name was Roy. His name was Roy.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Did you know there's a hilt called the Big Boy?
Yeah, I was checking it out the other day, and I saw it's actually been around for a good while.
Yeah, maybe 5 years or so, but it's a fantastic hilt.
I was thinking about investing in it, but I mean, it is kind of it's a little pricey, but
if they're available, I would and you could get one. I would suggest getting it because I know you like the thin neck sabers, and that's like one of the best thin neck sabers I've ever seen. I think the best.
Yeah, well, and it's kind of crazy for the design is just fantastic, man.
You know what
lines.
it looks like to me? It looks like if Luke Skywalker came into these new movies like the right way, that would have been the saber he would have carried. Like it looked like, well, it's actually called the Skywalker Legacy, which is the real name of it. So it's supposed to be like the Luke Skywalker lightsaber from like 30 or 40 years after Return of the Jedi. You know, like let's say Luke had to make another one or just had to make an advancement on it or rebuilt it. It may look like that, right? It was so advanced and futuristic looking as far as that Return of the Jedi type design. Really beautiful.
It is. It really is, man. And to be honest with you, I thought about that if well, because I still want to get the Obi-Wan and the Graflex, you know, and I thought about maybe getting that one, but if I do maybe one of those and then have that and have you do it, I don't know. I mean, I'm just, man, my brain is going 100 miles an hour right now with those things.
Yeah, you'll be able to see one that I'm doing probably, I don't know, maybe in a month or two. Jedi Arm Stealer is working on the bulk of it for me. And
oh, yeah.
I don't know what stage he is exactly, but it's coming out. It's coming out crazy. I saw some update shots the other day. It was really coming out great. He did so much detail work on the inside. Wow. I'm so glad I asked him to do that. I couldn't have done what he was doing.
Yeah. I really wish I had. I've seen some of those crazy chassis, man, that are the Metal Masters and stuff. Oh my gosh. I really wish I had the money to get a couple of those.
Yeah. They are so sweet.
That would be like just awesome, man. Have one of those Metal Masters.
Like I wish I had enough money to just have like to pay Jedi Arms Dealer to just make me stuff 24/7.
That would be cool. He does he does fantastic work. Oh my gosh, some of the stuff I've seen on his YouTube
it's
channel,
all custom stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. sick, man. I mean, I'm just like, wow. But Ant, you'll get there soon. You're headed in that direction, in that caliber, man. You are. You really are. You're I mean, your blades. Come on.
Yeah, what we're actually going to do is that we're going to focus more on blades toward the end of the year, finish up all the commissions that we have going and stuff, and kind of focus more on blades. Because blades is the way of the future.
Well, you got to give yourself a lot of credit, and I mean, you really
I'm always
do.
patting myself on the back, aren't I, Kev?
No, I think we're like modest to a fault. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't hear you.
I said both of us are pretty much, we're modest to a fault.
Modest to a fault.
Oh, I like.
Hang on, guys. I'm gonna go grab another beer real quick, man.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna be very far. You can still hear
grab
me.
Grab me one too.
Y'all still be able to hear me.
Yo, Kev, I really like the way that black line turned out around the foreground, dude. That's looking good.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So that underneath stuff is my pencils, or you colored that way? That stuff that I see below the blue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's all your pencils.
Now, what scene is this?
Some of it is the shade that I put down. Yeah, you're right. You picked up on it. You see when I get rid of your pencils, you kind of see the texture I put on it?
Yeah.
He's good. This guy is good.
Now, what's happening here in this scene, Kev?
This is actually the same page I was working on the other night. I'm just trying to finish it off.
No, but with the hand on this person. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So you were just seeing it like with the full dark mode. Looks crazy.
I
feel bad for every one of these people.
You have to draw their demise.
Do you have that?
I gotta offer him a drink.
Yeah, the last trick. Oh man.
Oh, Mundo, I was just finishing.
You remember what you were saying about the Dybbuk's from that Anhinga and like the other world?
Chipinga.
I mean, we can't run with that name.
Kev, I was thinking about it today. Like, I just wanted to confirm, like, just to tell you that that's just the humans. Like, those aren't the names of the planet. Those are what we call like our
stomach are gonna say, "Yo, that's lazy as fuck." Like Chipinga.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like a cop out when you're on like, inside the actor studio. Like, oh, that's just what the humans named them. It's like, no, we're the humans. Let's name them.
No, like it's like human beings have these names. Like, have you ever heard of Chipinga? Is I think are you oh no, okay. I thought you were trying to say something. Chipinga is a combination of words like Chattanooga. Place in Tennessee. Okay, yeah, does that sound real to you?
That's like Earth and Smurf.
Say that again?
That's like having planet Earth and Smurf instead of Mercury.
But what you have to realize is they came upon a planet that they didn't really expected. It was like named on the spot. Like that's not the actual name, but you can name it whatever you want.
Or like coordinates or something. You know what I'm saying? Like call it like P3 217 or something.
Whatever you want.
But anyway.
I forgot what I was trying to say.
I just think it's cool as hell to that this Dybbuk really isn't just like a ferocious monster. You know what I mean? Like he has like there's a lineage to him. You know what I mean?
He's what's called a dynasty protector.
Like he's like a regal being on this planet. He's not just a killer. I mean, in this planet, this cold ass planet, he's just like, you know what? This planet sucks. I just need food. So he just goes crazy. but that there's much more to them.
The way I think of the Dybbuks they are a living coat of arms.
Yeah.
So sometimes a family would have a coat of arms, and that represents like their strengths and their colors and different things. And the Dybbuk is that, but come to life in a ferocious manner, or like potentially ferocious.
He's like your own like house elf, but in night form. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think that the form that you see him in this comic book is a different form. Like, let's say you're on the planet that they're from, and everything's like peaceful, and there like hasn't been like any problems in like 85 years, let's say. Yeah. That Dybbuk's form might be like a fluffy big like Apu from Avatar or something. You know what I mean? Like it might not be so ferocious if it just doesn't need to be like at war. I mean, I'm just throwing an idea out there, you know.
What is the Dybbuk hunt? I mean, them.
Well, in our comic, it hunts people.
Yeah,
but that's because they're there. Like they don't know about. They wouldn't normally hunt people or anything like that. But they're in this.
They have no choice.
They're in this other environment. Yeah, they're not in their natural place, and they're not a natural Dybbuk either. Like they were grown in a lab, so they don't have this particular like lineage that they would normally.
It's a fire story. You know what I think we should do?
Okay, I kind of see where it's going, because since they're so out of their element, they're hunting indiscriminately. Really.
Yes.
It's like having a pit bull go feral.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough. That's rough.
That makes it exciting though.
Yeah, it's sick.
Because you never know. You never know where it's gonna come out of. So yeah.
Like the only way to control them in this story is basically like it's like they kind of lucked out that the genetic material that these Dybbuks were made up of were like the same genetic material in a sense as or it came from the same place as the mother that also like hatches in the first or second in the first issue. So there's like there's like a humanoid type who emerges that was grown in the lab as well, but normally it's kind of a long story when you go back to the planet that they're from and how they operate back at their planet. So here it's just different. It's just different here, and these Dybbuks aren't going to act precisely how they should act because they're not really like, if you know the story of like the Targaryens in Game of Thrones and their dragons, how they'd be passed down in the family.
Mm-hmm.
And certain people in the family might ride it that were like, let's say a grandson or a son or a grandson. If the dragon lived long enough, multiple people would ride the dragon. That's the same idea with like a Dybbuk. It would kind of be there protecting a certain family, a certain dynasty. And would live and just like kind of always protect that family. To have these young ones out there and you don't really have this family to protect.
So are the twins going to be able to control the Dybbuk?
So the lineage with them and the twins is I was thinking of the Dybbuk came about in a lab. He broke out the lab. He starts roaming freely, and then he might have impregnated another species of the other Dybbuk or whatever the hell is going on in the lab, and that's where the mom came from. So in essence, like this one Dybbuk that survives is like the twins' grandfather.
Oh snap!
That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know that but he's like, and that's why he's always like kind of around, like he's always around them, like making sure they're good and all right.
Wow, there's your twist right there, man. Shoot.
Pretty wild.
That's pretty awesome, though. That's pretty awesome because then he kind of looks after him too, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really need to, but but it just makes him that more powerful.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it just kind of like he's kind of like behind the curtains type, you know.
Yeah, and it's like in his DNA to protect them. You know what I mean? Because like on that planet, they're sort of like royal guards. You know what I mean? So like every family has them. So he's just going by his instinct to just protect these two twins with all he has. And he has too much for this planet.
Yeah.
I'll actually pull up the concept art here for the Dybbuk. So this creature that we keep talking about, this isn't it. This was one of my first. Well, no, this is one of the first color drawings of the Dybbuk right there. The mother's sitting on in there. Let's see what else we got here. No, there's some sketches.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of forms, actually.
Oh, here's one of the first sketches there. This is where it got a little more real. This is when it got a little more like, and I think we've talked about this before. This is when it got a little more like the Max Keith.
Yeah, the Max.
Forget the name. Something Keith. Max Keith. What's his name? Kev. Something Keith.
Huh?
The artist who did Max.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, it's some Keith. Sam Keith.
Sam Keith. Then we got another thing here. It looks like Balrog, and I think that was what we got featured on the website as far as the Dybbuk. But the Dybbuk has a lot of different forms.
It's never too far. It's never too far from me, bro. The Max. Love this damn book. Yeah, it was a lot of drawing.
I can't wait to get in my hands, man. Woo!
It's a lot of drawing.
That's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm real excited to have a printout of it. Me and Kevin always love print. I love the smell of it. I love everything about it.
So are you gonna have that trading cards of the Dybbuk also?
Yeah, for sure.
The different forms of him.
Yo, yeah. I think we need to draw him in his natural form, like on Anhinga. Like draw him in a family, draw Dybbuks in a family the way they would really be portrayed in their home planet.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Sick.
Yeah. Well, that would be a good poster too. Shoot.
That'd be sick.
That's a good idea, Kev. I might try to do that for like a piece of concept art. That'd be a great piece of concept art.
I like it. I think we definitely need to do that. That could be a show. Like, let's just do it.
Maybe I'll get a sketch going and then finish it on the show on my iPad.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dope. Yo, you got any other shows planned this week on YouTube?
No, I have to do a lot of work. I'm so behind.
I feel like you're always on now these days.
On the comic or the regular work?
And just regular. Well, both.
Regular.
But I have to do a bunch of. I have to finish a bunch of.
9 to 5 work.
That too.
But that's not what you were referring to just now, right?
No, I was referring to Saber work when I said I have a lot of work.
Oh, I was about to say, I was afraid you changed. I was like, wait, you changed, bro.
What did I change about?
I'm saying if you were talking about 9 to 5 work, I was say, oh man, you changed. Oh man. Y'all finally got in the habit of turning the iPad rather than turning the page digitally? Remember before I would always do this? I would always like spin the page itself.
Yes, and it would ruin our view.
Yeah, mess it up. So I finally just got in the habit. Like I felt it kick in just now. I was like, oh, I'm spinning the iPad. Yeah, I'm about to give myself a tattoo this week.
Yeah,
Awesome.
But when you give yourself a tattoo, you only have certain places you could do it.
My legs are twisted right now. Yo, Mundo, I got the skinniest legs on earth. I'm a big dude, right? I'm 6'3". I'm 240. Big. I look like I'm big, but if you see me in shorts, I have no calves. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, right? So I learned how to tattoo about like eight years ago, whatever. So I practiced on my little ass skinny legs. So now I got these little skinny ass legs with full of tattoos. It's a disgrace, bro. That was embarrassing.
Hey, okay. Let me ask you, when you do tats, what do you charge for tats, man?
Me? I mean, it depends on the tat. I don't have any overhead, any shop overhead, so I would go like 60 an hour, you know what I mean? And it could be like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Nah,
usually.
Gotcha.
Out here now.
Actually, I was actually thinking about getting a tat of a couple of sabers, one on each arm, you know?
Oh, that'd be dope. You know what I like? I'm a fan of dumbass tattoos. I just like stupid, silly. To me, tattoos are just fun. They don't have to be serious all the time, right? So I like the couple of saber tattoos I've seen that I like on the fingers.
Yeah.
They look pretty sick. But the only thing about fingers, they don't always stay there. They rub off.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about like maybe putting a saber like right here under the forearm.
That'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be sick. Who would you get though? Your own? You got to get your own. You got to get your own, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get your own joint. Who else would you get though? Who else is?
Who else is saber?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. That's a thing. I don't know, man. I mean,
like probably the Graflex because it's the OG saber.
It is the OG saber, but I feel like that's for rookies. Like everybody knows that one. Like
yeah, but I mean, see, here's the thing, and I showed you my dad's concept saber, right?
Yeah.
Your dad had a concept saber.
So what? Yeah. I'll have to send you a pic of it, man.
Like that's the one he's gonna work on after this that's
one. That's dope.
Yeah, and so I was actually thinking maybe. Roy Boy and my father's saber on one on each arm. You know,
that'd be sick.
So I have my best friend and my pops on each arm. You know,
sabers. Yeah. Or why don't you do some type of flag where you kind of like cross them and then have like something instead of a skull, you have something on top.
Yeah, it's possible, man. It's possible. I've always wanted a couple of tats, and then like. For a long time on the right shoulder, I wanted like a on the back a dragon's tail coming out, and on the front of the shoulder like a tiger ripping out. You know.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You should have your boy draw you a dragon. His dragons are pretty sick.
I enjoy dragon drawings. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of dragon drawings from Pinterest.
Talk about
I love a lot of those drawings. One of these days, I'm gonna have to show you that collection that I have in my Pinterest drawings, man.
What do you mean? You have a collection?
Yeah, I have a collection of dragon drawings from Pinterest that I have.
Oh, okay. Where did my eraser go? How did that get lost? Right here.
Yo, I gotta start using that book that you picked up for me, man.
The anime book?
No, the leather bound book that has like the griffin on the front.
Oh, I don't remember.
Check it out. I got it here. You got it at like a Comic-Con. This leather.
Yeah, I remember it now. I remember the exact.
Cool.
I remember the dude I bought that from now. Yeah.
So this book is so crazy that I haven't drawn in it at all because I'm like, you can't sketch in this book. You got to have some finished pieces in this book. You know what I mean? I gotta start using this book. I might draw our characters like straight
What's
up.
the paper like? Is it hard to write on that paper?
It's like thick cotton paper. It's a really thick cotton paper, so it'll probably be good for like pastels and pencils, maybe airbrush.
Well, and I mean, Kev, I know you can do it, man. I mean, you'll make it happen. You'll make it happen, dude.
It's like 5 years old already.
That's true. I went with Harris to that Comic-Con. It was probably 5 years ago. You're probably right. Probably was 5 or 6 years ago.
Do you guys plan on going to the Comic-Cons when they open up again?
I don't know.
I mean, it's going for me, man, with crowds. It just feels so surreal. It's like I don't even know. Like let me see how things go over for a little while. I feel like
I think they should. Honestly, I think they should wait because I think we're going to end up with a second wave, man.
Yeah, this is in my opinion, this is just what it is every year now until everyone's got like antibodies and stuff.
Well, that's why I kind of don't think like we can wait because if it's going to be like this, then it's going to be like this. I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they have already got all that stuff. They're just not going to give it to the public yet. I mean, come on. You got to have some serious money to get that stuff.
It's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild that money cures all.
And you know what? That's a shame. It really is a shame because, you know, there's just too much hate in the world. And if that's all people care about, I mean,
money. Yeah, money.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
I'll tell you, I here's the thing, man. And this is absolutely true. I could have worked with some cousins and some friends of mine, and I could have made some serious cash per day. But I wouldn't be in the business that I'm in right now, helping people out, helping others that are less fortunate, that, you know, don't have any family, or they have family, but they have family that don't care about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, I could go work and make twice as much money that I'm working for right now. I really can. But God put me in a place where I'm needed, where people need me. And that's how I feel, because to me, working with these individuals, they need somebody that's going to be there for them and not just have, you know, come and go, come and go, come and go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've been in this business probably for about close to 18 years now.
Yeah.
Hey Mundo, did you ever come across anybody like, for anybody that doesn't know, Mundo works with how do you describe, like, they're challenged individuals?
Intellectually challenged.
Intellectually challenged. Did you ever come across anybody who you were like thinking to yourself, like, why are they here? Like, they seem fine.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of crazy because there are some that actually do play that system, and
really?
they're super. Yeah, they'll play that card. You'd be surprised how many people try to play that card.
Who would want to hang out there though? They want to hang out there
because they're very slight. They're very slight. They have MR, mental retardation, or they're intellectually challenged, but it's a very slight diagnosis. I mean, it's like
they could still drive or something like that, or
they could pass for all that stuff. I'll tell you one crazy story, man, and I won't name no names, but this guy that I used to work with, he got a cell phone and he did this and he did that. He was so smart that he cost the facility over $20,000 in calls.
Damn.
What do you mean? Who is he calling? Just calling
different
people,
random people, different people. And the thing is, here's the thing, that the people that he called, he would make money off because it was kind of like a scam thing. And he made like $5,000 in a month.
Well, don't give Kevin any ideas.
It's crazy. I don't know how he did it, but he had his cell phone and he did it all through his cell phone. But that's how smart he was. But yet he was considered MR or intellectually challenged.
He was like infiltrated your place.
I'm telling you.
Like you guys were like the shills that he was relying on that his business could work. Like if anybody came looking, they're like, "Oh, this guy, we need to investigate Bobby because his name came up on an FBI registry online." You're like, "Wait, what? Bobby? Really?" And they're like, "Yeah, seriously." Like, and like, no. Everyone here has got a problem. You must be in the wrong spot. They're like, "Sorry to bother you, Mundo. We'll never bother you again because we don't want to get shot by your gigantic shotgun that you were waving around."
Now, here's the crazy thing. The place that I worked at, it made national news for a fight club.
Yeah. Who was fighting?
The clients.
What do you mean? What do you mean? They were online fighting? They were on a video?
I know
they were on a video, and it was on 2020. It's been some years. And but I got approached, people asking me if I was there when that happened. I was at that facility, but I was not in the building that happened.
Mundo was knocking fools out.
Mundo was like running some kind of like UFC house over there, trying to like film it and get some kind of.
Oh my god! See, that's exactly the shit I get. That's the shit that I get, man. I kid you not. To this day, I still get asked some questions about that.
That's wild.
Mundo's got this secret account on World Star.
That is wild, though, man. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And like I said, look up Fight Club 2020.
Is there a video of this stuff?
Should I pull it up right now?
There's a video.
Should I pull it up right now?
No.
If you want to, you can try. Look up Texas Fight Club 2020.
Oh man.
Tune in to the next Comic Book Creation Live where we play the entire 2020 Fight Club.
Yo.
Anything you need to.
That's crazy, bro.
Okay.
Well, because she's their teammate.
Don't mess with Mundo. I actually wrote Mundo into the story today. In issue number 1, there was like a place for nice. On this very page.
House.
He says it right here. This is the panel that he says Mundo's name. Unless the bar is not called Mundo's, because what he says is, if when we get back, I'll buy you all a drink at Mundo's. That's
fine, man, because Mundo is like the world.
Okay.
Like you didn't get that day, and you said, "Yo, you heard what Mundo? You saw Mundo?" I was like, "Nah, man, Mundo's my world." And then you didn't get the joke.
Oh no! What'd you say? I thought you said Mundo's in the world.
I said he's my world, and then like Mundo's world. You know what I mean?
And then they even mention one of the drinks that he serves. Kind of make a joke about it.
What is it?
A bacon creamer.
Ew, that sounds disgusting, bro.
Yeah, but they love bacon at Pikeburg. They love bacon.
Okay, all those drinks. Hey, now, hold on. Now we're gonna have to have a few drinks, and those different drinks.
A bacon creamer sounds disgusting, bro.
It does.
It wants to make a drink cold. You wouldn't serve anybody a bacon creamer.
No, of course not. You know what? If I serve that, I get my ass kicked. Come on.
Think of a good name for the insertion.
Oh,
it's got to have the word bacon in it.
I think you just got to make something up. You shouldn't bring it home to earth like with bacon. Call it like something else.
No, it's got to have the word bacon in it because then the next you're gonna ruin my entire page because the next line says, you know, it's not real bacon, right? It's cloned.
Okay. How about a bacon ice slider?
A bacon what?
Ice slider.
Yeah, but they want warm drinks. They don't want cold drinks.
Okay, so it's got to be warm, right? The Baconator.
Everybody loves bacon. I can't believe you guys have a problem with bacon creamer.
The Baconator.
Call it hickory something. Hickory smoke something.
Okay, that could work.
A hickory smoke slider. But yo, you know that's not real bacon, right?
Okay, that could work.
That kind of gives insight to what the drink is supposed to taste like.
Hickory smoked slicer, maybe?
Yo, Mundo, you're part of Texas. What's the go-to barbecue? Like the sauce and all that stuff.
Ooh, that's man.
Oh, what's your preference?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot of good stuff, but being diabetic, that I got Stubbs sugar free.
Stubbs?
Hold on. Let me go get the bottle. I'll show you. Be right back in a second.
You can pull the flavor from that and make it even more like personal to his character.
Hip hop and R&B flavor.
That was random as fuck, bro. Hip hop and R&B flavor. Oh my god.
I don't know if you guys have a Rudy's there or not, but Rudy's is a pretty good barbecue.
I got a
here
Ruby
in Texas.
Tuesdays.
No, Ruby Tuesday? Nah, ain't got nothing on this. But Ruby Tuesdays? No. Here you go.
Primal Gamer, thanks for dropping in.
That stuff right there?
Of course.
That's some good stuff right there, boy.
What's like it's honey flavored? Like I'm looking for a word to put in this drink, like you know what I'm saying? Like hickory, Pete smoke shooter, something crazy. You know what I mean?
Bacon smoke.
Bacon smoke.
Okay.
There you go.
Bacon, bake and smoke.
I like it.
That actually makes sense because, Kev, you know how at that vegan spot they don't call chicken, like they don't spell it right, they call it like chick-en?
Yeah.
So since this isn't real bacon, like Mundo's right, it could be called like bake-en. You know what I mean? It's not like...
Oh, Primal's here. What's up, Primal? I heard you say Primal something, but it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me before. Now I see his name here. What up, broskies?
What up? What up?
Never liked
Primal.
Yo, you know what's funny? I went tailgating at a Giants game one time, right? Yo, are you a Cowboys fan, bro?
I am.
Oh my god, that's terrible, bro.
Texans and Cowboys, either one has to do it.
So I went tailgating with my boy, right? 10 in the morning, we go tailgating. He's like, yeah, it's a friend of mine. We got to give her $30 though. I was like, $30 to tail. So I mean, I get it. I'm gonna mooch off their food. I'll give $30. So I paid $30, and it was nonstop from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. I was getting top shelf liquor, shots of liquor. I was getting all types of they were handing out 6-packs of Miller. I was like, yo, why are you giving me a 6-pack? I don't need everybody had their own 6-pack. You got steak. It was crazy. So come to find out, I was like, who's your friend? She was like, oh, this is my friend, like Danielle, whatever the hell. Her name is Danielle Miller. I was like, hold on, what are you telling me? Like, this is like the Miller family? It was the Miller family, bro. I was tailgating with the Miller family, bro.
Oh, shit.
It was the craziest tailgating party I've ever. By the time the game started, I had to stop everything and sober up by like 7 o'clock. It was crazy.
Damn.
It was crazy.
Dude, for $30 bucks? For $30 bucks? Dude, that's a steal, man. That's a steal.
I gave the woman $30. She was like, "Oh, welcome." Blah blah blah. She handed me a 6-pack. Like, here's your 6-pack. And then they went around with shots of all types of liquor. I was like, "This is crazy." It's 10 o'clock. Like, what are you doing? This is crazy.
Oh, hey, nah, bro. See, when you go tailgating, it don't matter where shit the time.
Crazy.
So that must have been a Sunday,
Get
Kev.
your
It was a Sunday.
drink. Yeah, get your drink on.
Hold on.
Shit.
Primal, you like the Bengals and the Lions, bro. The Lions, I mean, I'm kind of old, so I'm from the days of like, you know, Sanders and all that. So I give the Lions some love. They have Megatron and all that. But the Bengals, nah. My question is, are you picking the Bengals in Madden though? That's the real question. Ugh, you're not picking the Bengals in Madden, bro. Nobody's picking the Bengals in Madden. Come on. They got like a 78 in Madden, bro. Tell the truth.
Oh yeah, here in Texas, it's all tall boys. Woo.
Tall boys is the way to go. Tall boys. My father grew up drinking. I don't know if he grew up drinking it, but when I grew up, I used to watch him drinking Coors. So it's like, you know,
Coors is not bad. Hey, Coors is not bad.
Your father's route, so I just pick up some Coors. I'm from Ohio. Oh, I got you. I got Ohio. Okay, I got you.
Ohio. There you go. Rock on, dude.
The Bengals. I had a couple of Bengals jerseys.
Damn, he's over there by the Saber Shop.
In this show, I'm watching Jericho. They have the new since the world is going through like an apocalypse and everyone's like blown up. They have the new capital of the United States in Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
FYI.
You know, I've noticed a lot of things going to Ohio lately. What does that tell you?
I wonder if Tesla's going to go to Ohio.
You know what's funny? I've been hearing about Ohio all the damn time.
No, it was on the radio this morning. Tesla's either going to go to come here to Texas or to Nevada.
Oh,
you know, we all messed up by not buying that Tesla when it went down to like 400 over this whole quarantine, right?
You should have taken out a loan.
I told Ed, didn't I tell you? All you got to do is buy one stock because $500 in the bank isn't going to triple. You know what I'm saying? You buy one stock of Tesla, it'll triple in a couple of months. That's huge, bro.
I don't think you put it to me that way.
Whataburger. I think you said Waterburger, like H2O.
No, Whataburger.
No,
you never heard of that?
Whataburger.
I never heard. It looks like Wonder Woman though. That's a Wonder Woman W.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink her. Shit.
I am jealous of that burger situation. I'm gonna have to make myself a burger.
Yeah,
I love burgers so much, dude.
you love burgers so much you call them Bergs.
Bergs.
I love burgers and pizza. I mean, who doesn't?
So Anthony Bergs. There you go. His middle name is Bergs.
Anthony Bergs. It's real.
Gonna do a triple berg like Mundo, a double berg or triple berg.
No, okay. Whataburger does have a triple burger.
That's too much.
They got a single, they got a double, and they got a triple.
Hey Kev, is there still a like a curfew in Jersey, or can we go out to like a Wawa? Is like Wawa open? At this time?
I've been out past 8 o'clock always, so I've never been stopped. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. I never tried.
Wow.
I'm very content, hiding out here. But now you guys are talking about burgers and 64-ounce drinks and stuff.
You can find a burger now. There's no such thing as finding a burger at 11:30 now. No, sir.
Not even that, like Wawa over there.
I doubt it.
Are you serious?
I doubt it. I mean, not a good burger, not a decent burger.
I think I can make one. I got Bubba Burgers.
Whataburger is 24/7.
Ohio, the most fun things to do here is arcades, zoos, and movie theater. I mean, arcades, zoos, and movie theater are always a good thing to do though. Anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, Space. He said that's looking good. Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, well, if you have your own car, what we used to do is, I mean, we didn't have any place to go, but you know, as long as a couple of us had a car, we could just go sit somewhere in the car. You know, that was good enough.
My whole teenage life car.
So that burger and shakes place is not open 24/7 over there?
No, they what were they closed at like 10, I guess, or 9:30. I brought Harris and Gabe there one time. And Harris, this is how they got a little screwed over, because I ordered 2 burgers, right? Because I'm not messing around, you know. Like, I know that I want 2 burgers, and I ordered 2 burgers and fries and everything. And they got 1 burger, and they're thinking that they're going to order another one if they're hungry. Well, guess what? The place closed. So it's like they're sitting there eating that 1 burger. Like, he's like, I'm hungry again. I'm like, here, you know, eat this burger. I got an extra burger. He's
Are
like,
those
no,
burgers
I'll go
small?
buy. Yeah, they're not that big. They're not that big. But I actually like it. They're not like White Castle. It's not like White Castle so little. It's not like that. They're bigger than that. But they're like, they're not a big burger at all.
Oh yeah, what a burger is big, man. I mean, if you can't finish one, if you can finish one, it'll fill you up. But if you're like a big eater, you got to hit the second or third, because man, that's what they're built on, big. Of course, everything else.
You guys get Five Guys down there, or is that just a local thing to us?
What's that?
Five Guys.
What's Five Guys?
Five Guys.
Another burger joint.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yep.
They may have not made it over here yet. I don't know.
I don't know what's national and what's not, because like sometimes like I was speaking to somebody from the West Coast years ago, and I said Dunkin' Donuts, and they were like, "What's that?" I was like, I was confused. I was like, "What do you mean you don't have Dunkin' Donuts in LA?" They didn't have Dunkin' Donuts on the West Coast for years. They didn't have them on the West. It was an East Coast thing.
Now they do.
We do have Dunkin' Donuts here. We have Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
But we got Chipotle.
We don't have Krispy Kreme, but there's ways to get Krispy Kremes via like other places. Like sometimes
Five Guys is the shit.
Sometimes they would have Krispy Kremes at, what was it? Not Barnes. Was it Barnes? No, at Starbucks. At Starbucks they would have.
Yo, hey, you gotta highlight Primal's comment on his call. It's kind of funny. I'm sorry to laugh, but it'll get better, bro. It'll get better.
Yeah, because I know that he said last time he was 17 or something, so I'm thinking he's driving age.
But I got the car and was gonna get my license.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you'll get it, bro. You'll get it. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's good to know that you'll be driving longer than you haven't been. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as your lifespan goes, you'll be driving so many more years longer than you haven't been driving. And one day you'll be sick of driving. You'll be like, oh, I don't want to drive over here.
Yeah.
But I can't lie. When I was 17,
don't get in a rush. Don't get in a rush.
No, but
at that point, though, he won't have to drive anymore. He won't have to drive anymore. They'll have the automatic.
You know what I would love? I would love to have like a little disc, like Magneto, man. That would be badass. That would be badass to get a work like that. Shit.
That would be sick. That'd be sick. Yeah, I'll be right back.
So, and what are you drawing right there, Ant?
This is like a spaceship scene where we jump to another part of the world called Pikeberg. And this is the first like images you'll see of those people. This dude right here is this dude named Mackenzie, and he is the leader of Pikeberg at the moment. He is leading a few of these people, like 6 other people, up to a satellite, which could be like energized into being a sun satellite.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's like a scribble right here. So there's like a spaceship right here approaching that satellite that they're going to try to repair, because right now it doesn't work. He's giving them instructions right here. And then he's telling them actually that if they get through this, they'll go get a drink at Mundo's. And that word bubble is actually going to be like right here.
Okay.
And they're docking to the satellite station. And then the next page is they're going to see them kind of drop out of the bottom of this ship, and they're going to start working on the sun satellite. But unfortunately, a lot of these members here, like, they'll get hit with debris. They won't make it back to Pikeberg, but they will get this sun satellite back working again, but it just won't be. See, this is the place that lost the war to Donovan. Like, if you remember the previous pages where, like, Donovan celebrating winning a war, that was it was against Pikeberg. He took the sun that they were going to get. So now they're trying, like, one last ditch effort to repair this, like, really crappy one that won't even really, like, it's like a last ditch effort because it's not even really going to end up being that good. Like, they know it, but it's like literally the only thing that they could try to do.
Oh man, what kind of cars y'all got? I got a 2008 red Jeep Wrangler. Oh, nice. It's a stick though.
You know what? Next show, what I need to do is get a couple of my X-Men cards and put them on. You know,
I've got a car that I've almost forgotten how it drives because I haven't driven in so many weeks now. But it's a 2016 Rogue, Nissan Rogue. It drives really nice. It drives really nice.
Let me tell you something. So I got a 2017 Honda, right? Honda Accord, and I filled it up one time since being in quarantine for $26.
There you go. That if there's one benefit of
that's nice. That's nice. What are your gas? What are y'all's gas prices right now over there?
Cheap as hell right now. It's real cheap.
We got $1.46 a gallon over here.
Oh, no, we're not that cheap. We're like $1.90 something.
Oh, damn. Yeah, we're $1.46 right now.
That's sick.
Yeah, these are like the prices that I remember back when I was 17. That's about what they were. And now we're back to, this is what, 20-something years later, we're back to those prices. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
I remember stealing my mother's car, right, when I was a kid. It's before I had my license, so before I was 17, before I was 16. I don't know how old I was, but I stole her car, and I filled up the gas tank, and it was like 98 cents a gallon. I remember that. Because $5 will fill it up.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Like 93.
I was going to say, Kev, you must have taken it when you were 14. I think you must have been 14.
Probably, because it was 98 cents a gallon. I don't remember thinking 98 cents a gallon. I don't know how many gallons is in here. What could I get for $5? And I told the guy,
no, $5 was totally enough.
Yeah, it was enough
for like a little
more than enough.
Because back in the day, these girls that used to drive me around that time, Kev, 93, whatever it was.
Drive you around, bro.
They used to drive me to school. They would pick me up. They were older than me, and she used to give them $2. She goes, can I get $2? Like it was in 93. You could stop and ask for $2. It wasn't that weird. Because like it would make her go like 3-4 days. She had a Honda Civic. So it made her go a couple days.
I remember even in college, I would give people $2-3 and they wouldn't be insulted. They'd be like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
Give me $2 now for lunch. I'm like, "Yo, go walk your ass outside. Get out of here."
No, but I think Kevin, if somebody offered you something for gas, you'd be happy, wouldn't you?
If what?
Somebody offered you money, even if it was only $2, at least they're offering you some gas money.
I don't know, man. I mean, just keep it $2. Keep it $2.
You know, I've had the pleasure of my dad was what was called a blender in the refinery. If you all know what that is.
No.
As far as my gas, put water to gas?
No. My dad his title was called the blender. And here's the thing. My dad was responsible for bringing in those big old tankers that you see from Venezuela and all that. My dad would bring in those multi-million-dollar tankers, come in, offload all that oil and everything that they had on there. And he was responsible for mixing all these different products to make the gasoline.
Oh, that's crazy.
And my dad would tell me stories on how they would burn it. You know, they would use sulfur and different chemicals just to make the gasoline. So if you see like all those pipes that have the flames and the fire coming out and you smell like that sulfur burning, that's when they're making the gasoline. And they got to have, you know, a certain amount of this, a certain amount of that. And pressurize this and pressurize that, and that all together comes and makes the gasoline. So you have like millions of dollars coming in and out, and he was responsible for all that type of stuff. Yeah, it was crazy, the stories that he would tell me, man.
Only thing I know about gas is you never get it on a hot day, midday, because then the liquid expands and it fills your tank long. And when it contracts, you have less gas. So you have to get it the best time when it's the coldest part of the day. Yo,
well, that's why they say that's why they say when you get gas, fill it up like on a Wednesday, because that's when it's actually the cheapest.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Yeah, I've been laughing at Primal Gamers comments over here, man. He said, no more honey buns in the snack drawer.
He's on a sugar rush.
No more honey buns, bro. I haven't had a honey bun in so long.
I don't even remember what they even taste like.
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean, because I was running low on sweet stuff, and then I went and got a bag of chocolate-covered pretzels last time I was out. Now I'm almost through that bag. That bag is good, though.
Hey, yo, I can't lie. I like Primal's comments, man. It reminds me what it was to be a young kid, man. Like, no more honey bun. Yo, if you run out of your favorite snack when you were 17, that's tragic, bro.
A license wouldn't stop me.
Know how many
license to kill.
A license wouldn't stop me.
Nah,
if I was out of honey buns.
It didn't stop. Yeah, I probably stole my mother's car to go get honey buns. I mean, what can my reason really be at 14?
I don't know. I don't know where you could have been going. Some kind of drug deal at the corner.
Maybe.
Oh, check out my new.
I had my learner's permit at 15, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about it.
Do you like my new view?
Hey, what's that? Oh, it's a new camera?
No, this is the old camera. Actually, that's not a very good view. That's not a very good view.
That's actually pretty cool, Ant.
That looks crazy, bro. That looks crazy.
Maybe if I was drawing a bigger picture that
cool.
you could see, it's hard to see what I'm doing.
That's an amazing view for like saber build.
No, it ain't that hard to see. It ain't that hard to see.
Kev, did you just say something about saber builds? Yeah, this would be good for that, right?
Yeah, good for saber build. Hell yeah. But it's cool for now because we get to see you and where you're at. We don't necessarily have to see the detail until later. So it's kind of cool to watch you work and talk at the same time.
Yeah, it's like if I was telling you guys a story and drawing, maybe this is a good view.
Terrific as fuck.
Yeah. That's a cool ass view though, actually, man. It actually is. I like how you have your setup there.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, because I was thinking I'm gonna do like a video like Kev was saying. Oh wait, that's the wrong camera.
Yo, Ed, I think you need to do like a tour video of your spot because you have a lot of little drawers with all the little screws and stuff in there. Like I've seen it all, so it's like I'm familiar with it. But I think if you took a tour, like if you made a tour of your own work spot, people will freaking like cream their pants to get this tour.
Wait, are you saying more so than because I already made a video where I walk them through the shop, but
no,
it's not like it has a lot of views.
All your little drawers, you go through your little setup, the way you solder at.
That's a good idea.
How long did it take you to get it just the way you wanted it?
8.5 years. I was there, bro. I was there from day one. 8.5 years.
I think Mundo means though when.
Yo, I'm telling you right now. The day this dude calls me up, he's like, yo, man, I just went out to Home Depot. I bought this wood, this and that. And I was like, what are you buying wood for? He's like, I'm going to build a table. I was like, you're going to build a table for what? He's like, because I need a high table. He went crazy. I need a table that's high enough to stand up, do what I got to do. And I was like, what? I was like, yo, I show up and he got this high-ass table. And then it just
so he was stressing. Each part he was stressing.
It took off. Once that table was built, it was off to the races.
Yeah, like that was the main part of what I built the spaceship stuff off of was like that table Kevin was talking about. But I built those benches like 10 years ago. You know, when I was like, when I decided to do the saber stuff, I was like, I need to get a place I could work. I didn't want to sit down and work at a desk because my day job is just sitting there working at a desk. So I knew that I'd have to stand there. You know, I didn't want to be sitting there. It's like if I was standing all day at a day job, then yeah, I would like want to come home and sit. But I don't want to come home and sit because I'd sit all day. So that is, you know, not good to do that.
Well, with my job, I sit at a desk but my desk is kind of like there because I get up constantly. I mean, I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. And by the end of the day, by the time I get home, I've walked a total of almost close to anywhere from 15 to 20,000 steps, which is close anywhere between 8 and 10 miles.
You're almost halfway to Anhinga.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy, bro.
And I remember the first time that I saw part of your shop, and you were working on that bench, and that was before you had all that background and everything else, which I love when between you and oh gosh, who else has done that?
Harris?
Spaceship?
Oh no,
Yeah,
you're talking about the guy that has the spaceship in Canada, Mad Cow?
Mad Cow.
Yeah.
You, Mad Cow. But even Harris is starting to put his shop a little bit, cool. I mean,
he got a little organized
how he had
over here.
I like how he had his tools on the wall there, hanging, the little pieces and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I'm a fan of Harris only because
here's my little tool holder. Pretty pathetic.
No, hold on. We have to talk about this comment here, though. What's going on here?
Primal Gamer says, want something to hurt your brain? If oil was once dinosaurs and plastic is made from oil, plastic dinosaurs are made from real dinosaurs.
Logical thinking, right?
Yeah. I've heard stuff that like denounces the idea that all oil is dinosaur meat. I mean, I don't know. I guess it could be. Is it?
Well, no, because not really, because essentially you have different types of compositions of stuff, between the minerals and everything else that mixes with that. So
it's crazy. But I used to love those logic equations growing up. I remember one from when, again, I must have been about like a freshman in high school.
And is something smoking right there?
No, it's just my same stick.
Okay.
It said,
Jesus, are we gonna have to stop that?
It said, it said, God is love, love is blind, Stevie Wonder is blind, so Stevie Wonder is God. It was a poster in my high school for some reason. I was like, who the hell made this?
It was a mural or a poster?
It was like a poster. It was like a little poster. And I was like, what is going on here? It was wild. But there was a lot of them. That's the only one I remember, but there was a lot of those. And I was like, this is crazy. It was nuts.
Oh, this is coming out really nice, Kev.
Yeah, I was just thinking this is taking me way longer than I wanted, but I'm like,
I guess this is a good page to really take your time on because it's one of the first ones. But yeah, it is taking a long time.
Yeah,
it's looking good.
It's going.
Yeah, it really is. It's got so much energy to it,
I think I'm gonna put clouds and daylight in these two rays of synthetic sun.
Yeah, I think you should.
Right? That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that would.
I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm close. I'm almost there. And again, it's gonna look good with the word bubbles. It's gonna look official. It's gonna look official with the word bubbles, man. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good because we're gonna have all this going on.
Yeah, really good. I like the colors though. The purple and the blue and the black together.
Yeah, Kev, are some of these layers like selected layers, or this is how are we see? Because a second ago I saw more detail like in the tree and stuff. What are we looking at right here?
Yeah, so when you do high res at 1117, you only get you get less than 10 layers. So the layers I have are like I have some darks here. The panel darks. Hold on, let me make this smaller. The darks in the panel. I have the under color for like all the characters. Then I have some like background stuff and darks. This is your drawing here. And this is the overall atmosphere here. I might play with this a little more later on.
Yeah, I like that. That's great.
And this is just the highlights here.
Very cool. Very cool.
It was pretty wild. Pretty wild.
No, I actually don't know that much about Jurassic Park. I want to rewatch Jurassic Park again. I think that was more like my sister's realm back when we were growing up.
Holds up though, man. It still holds up.
They were a couple years.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I liked it. I like Jurassic Park.
It still holds up. I watched it recently. You know what's funny? Me and my boy cut school to watch that in '93, right? So we drove up.
Are you serious?
And then me and my boy, we kind of lit up. We lit up. So we're watching the movie. We're kind of loud on the balcony. And my boy's like, it starts. And he's so happy that it started. He's like, yeah, no. And somebody was like, shut up. And he was like, make me shut up. And these two big ass, like they look like wrestlers. They cut up. They turned around and came right to our face, man. I was looking at him like, yo, man, you need to shut up, bro. I left him. I was like, yo, you need to shut up, bro. You're so annoying in this movie.
Oh man.
We were teenagers. These dudes were like 20, but they were huge. They were humongous. And I was like, yo, I can't fight these dudes for you, man. You need to shut up, yo. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious.
Okay, and here's a question for you, man. Have you ever gotten so drunk that you started making fun of Star Wars characters?
Oh, man.
I don't need to be drunk to make fun of Star Wars.
Yeah, that happens regular.
I'll make fun of them all day long.
Oh man, I got so toasted one time. I started making X-rated Star Wars characters.
Did you ever see the movie Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
Yes.
Okay, so toward the end of that movie, or what the movie's about is obviously these two characters are making a porno, and by the end of the movie, don't they decide to make like a Star Wars themed porno, and then it gets shut down or something? I forget how it goes.
Yeah.
But it's like it's all like copyright struck and all this stuff. I don't know what happens to them, but they try to dressing in Star Wars outfits and make a porno.
That was
that was funny. It was funny. But yeah, I gave almost all the Star Wars characters, the X-rated names.
Oh yeah. Well, even when I'm watching the movie, even if I'm by myself, I'll sometimes like make fun of them out loud. But it's just an endearing type of thing. I love them. I'm just.
What was Han Solo?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I watch him like every other week.
Solo.
Han Swollen.
Hung Solo. I would go with. Hung Solo.
Well, that one is obvious, man. Han Solo. I mean, Han Solo. Then you guys see. Then you guys see 3PPO.
Oh my God. What's R2D2?
R2 Dick 2. Then you got Darth Vibrator.
Primal
Princess
Gamer
Leia.
ask everyone here. I have a question. What movie do you like that most people dislike, or a movie that's poorly rated? I love Troy. And Troy, I think, has really bad rating. It has like 3 stars out of like 5 stars. And Troy is awesome. Like if you haven't seen Troy and you're looking for something cool and the rating turns you off, no, you got to watch Troy. Troy is good.
I didn't think it was a bad movie at all. I liked it. I didn't think it was a bad movie at all.
And my favorite movie of all time, I don't know if it even has I don't even know what kind of rating it has, but I'm assuming it doesn't have a good rating because I never hear anyone talking about it. Kevin knows. It's The Long Kiss Goodnight.
No, that movie's amazing, rated. Bro. That movie's amazing.
Is that
movie.
Is it rated bad? Like, why is it not so? Like, why is it not popular?
I think it kind
of. Is that the one with Gina Davis in it?
Yeah.
Is that the one with Gina Davis?
Yep. That movie's good. That movie's real good.
Yeah, she plays a housewife who is actually an assassin, right?
I think that movie gets respected though. That movie doesn't get. They don't diss that movie. That movie gets love.
Oh, okay. And
good. I mean, that was a kick-ass movie for Gina Davis.
As the years go by, it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it. Like as the years go by, I think it will get more recognized because it's funny in a way that only the 90s can bring you. Like, they're not going to make a movie like that now with those jokes.
No.
They have like dick jokes in it. They're just not going to do that again. It's a really, really funny. It's maybe 20 minutes too long. Like, I will admit to you, it's 20 minutes too long probably, but I don't care. I love it. Because you kind of realize as you're watching it, you're like, wow, is this going to end? Like, that's the feeling you would get. It's like 2 hours and a half. It's a little too long.
Yeah, that movie's good, man. That movie's good. That doesn't feel long to me.
It's got the best bad guy line that I've ever heard, and I always tell it to Kevin. When the bad guy, one of his cronies, has been shot and he's dying, and he says, I'm dying. And then the boss guy goes, continue dying. I just think it's one of the best lines. Like, he just doesn't even want to be bothered with this guy.
That should be a staple in most movies, right?
I have a ton of movies, though. I have so many movies that I like that are kind of just dumb.
What are yours? Like, I bet you, Kev, for you, it's all the Kung Fu ones from the 70s, right?
Though that's an amazing.
You can't knock those, man. Shit.
Those are great. So yeah, if we want to go with those, it's like Five Deadly Venoms, Thunderman Mantis.
You know what? I still have my copies of the Five Deadly Venoms and stuff.
Yeah, I got mine. I definitely got mine. My absolute favorite Kung Fu flick though is Prodigal Son. Ooh, that's hilarious.
Prodigal Son. You can't go wrong with the.
I also like goofy 1990s Kung Fu movies. Like, Kevin knows the ones from the 80s and the 70s, but I know ones from like the 90s that are bad. Like, I got ones from the 90s that they're just on DVD. Like, you can't get them anywhere else. There's one called Tai Chi 2. I don't know where the hell Tai Chi 1 is.
I have it.
Tai Chi 2 is freaking awesome. Now, there's some goofy scenes in it, but it's like, it says on the front or the back somewhere that this was like before they made The Matrix. The dude who did the fight scenes for The Matrix did Tai Chi 2. And that's like, he was trying out all that Matrix stuff with the lines and the wires and stuff. And it really ends up looking cool. Kev, I think I may have made you watch that 10 or 12 years ago, but I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, you know what movie I watch every year, at least twice a year, that didn't really get that much love, but I think everybody loves it? The Crow.
Oh yeah. You talk about that like every week. You talk about that every week.
The Crow's the best, man. That movie.
Yeah. Well, that's the film that Brandon Lee died in. Yep. And it was actually the scene. It was actually the scene where he put his hand up to the pistol and held it right there. That's where he was killed at that point.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was the exact scene. That's sad as hell.
I hated that at the time because I was really rooting for Brandon Lee. I was like such a Bruce Lee fan, and I couldn't believe he had a son. And I was like following all his movies, and I was like watching like the 2 or 3 movies that I got the videotapes, like Rapid Fire and like whatever else. And then
Rapid Fire was good.
Good.
I like Rapid.
I couldn't believe it that when like that story. I used to watch Entertainment Tonight like every night. I was like 11 years old, whatever. I was 12, 13 years old, and that story came up, and I was like, "What the f?" I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was hard to swallow, man. Because he was just as good, not as good as his dad, but just as good. But his acting was on par. I mean, it was really good. And he was given it just a couple of more years. If he hadn't passed, he probably would have been right up at the caliber with his dad.
Yeah, like I don't think he was like into his own yet. Like he hadn't come into his own yet, but
he hadn't had a chance.
Yeah,
he never had a chance.
Oh man, that's sad as hell. I got a joke. What's a Jedi's favorite Italian dessert?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The funniest part is I'll leave.
No, see, Kevin knows that these are like Kevin probably now thinks that this is a fake account of mine. That I'm this is totally you. Because these are the type of jokes I'll tell Kevin like privately, and he's like, "Dude, stop talking to me. Like, just draw the comic book."
Yeah, I can't remember any right now, man. But they're all
They're all just
ridiculous.
dumb puns. They're all just dumb puns like that, and like you'll have to think for a second. But sometimes Kevin will think of the ending, like it's not always a joke to him because he'll be like, no, hold on a second, I'll actually think of the punchline here. It's like not that deep. I'll come up with it.
It's a challenge, Joe. It's a challenge. And yo, it always stems from a word you just said in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah. Like Kevin will tell me a story, and then I'm like, okay, I got something to tell you back, and it's just always has something to do with what he just said, but he can't even always remember all the stuff that was just said, so it's hard.
That happens. That happens. Trust me.
It is nuts. It's hilarious, though.
Let's see. Check it out, Ed. A new cut that I just did.
Nice. That looks good.
I thought that was a bullet shell.
It is.
It's made into a crystal chamber part.
Oh, nice.
It's a 270.
What?
270 round.
Damn.
Yep. I got a second one to cut and see if I can do it. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the polish it up, make a second one like this, and then I'm thinking of maybe a copper background for it.
Nice.
So
I was
some
thinking,
work to do.
It could be like little pinholes drilled like around where the crystal could lie into, so like light could come out. That's another possibility.
That's an idea. No, that's a great idea. I'm gonna think about that one, man.
Feel free to steal my idea.
You thought of it. It's your idea, man.
That's for you.
I ain't stealing nothing. You get all the credit for that.
I'm joking. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap up this show. Kevin's got to go get some sleep so he can take care of these chillums tomorrow. And we all got to go get some sleep so we can do some work tomorrow.
Yo,
I'm going to go work on that profit.
You see this craziness?
Does it say love?
No, but if you see it, then it does.
I swear it says love at the bottom.
Looking crazy, though, right? I threw this together real quick.
Yeah, it's looking crazy.
It definitely, you know what it looks like to me as you hold it there? It looks like it's moving. Oh, it's just a blurriness of your webcam.
He is moving it.
It was looking trippy for a second. I was like, wait, I didn't take any acid. It's just Kevin's webcam.
So the recurring themes of every show we do is my Wi-Fi is so shitty. It's Mundo in the house. And what else?
Well, it's good because if you start saying something that I don't like that's like against me or something, I'll just remove you from the stream and I'll say, oh, Kevin's internet must have went out. He was just about to say something rude and the internet went out. Oh, well.
Oh, hold up. Who wins, Deadpool or Deathstroke?
I don't know Deathstroke enough. I don't know Deathstroke's powers.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know Deathstroke enough, but Deathstroke, they're the same dude.
No, Deathstroke's on DC, though. He's the one.
He's the same exact.
It's like a similar character.
Deathstroke is the Green Arrow's nemesis.
You know who I would say, though? I would kind of have to say Deadpool because he seems like he's unkillable. Like, he's unkillable, right?
Yeah.
So, and I know Deathstroke. If he's like, isn't he like Bullseye, where if he shoots you, he's not gonna miss. But I don't know unless he has the right bullet that's like could blow out like Deadpool's brain with like an adamantium bullet or something. I don't know if that's gonna if a good shot is even gonna be enough. Because
well, that's kind of hard to say because Deadpool can't really die. I mean, so
that's what I mean.
Ain't died.
But Deathstroke is really, really trained like super. He's like a super soldier almost.
Yeah. I think he could take out almost anybody if I know him correctly. But Deadpool is a special case. Like, I don't even know if you said, Wolverine versus Deadpool. I just don't know because like this guy's just like he's like a goofy, unkillable monster.
Well, Wolverine can't hardly be killed because of his not only because of his adamantium, but also because of his healing factor. I mean,
and Deadpool's got similar thing going, maybe even more powerful.
Yeah, no.
If you could argue that.
Yeah, Deadpool's already pretty much dead. I mean, he's like a walking zombie, but he can regenerate his muscle tissue.
Yeah, he's crazy.
After you cut his arms off, he can put it back on and it regenerates just the same. So it'd probably take like millennia just to kill each other off if they get to the point where, you know, somebody's brain goes dead.
If I was Deadpool, I would like want this guy to kill me though. I'd be like, please kill me. This might be the only chance I have to die. If you could do it, do it.
That's why he can talk so much shit, because he's already like, fuck it. Kill me. I don't care.
He doesn't know how else he'll die. It'll be like a curse.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for doing the show tonight, Primal Gamer. You have a great night. Thanks for being here with us. We really enjoy having you and all the.
Thanks, Primal. Kev, Space, thanks a lot, guys, for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mundo. It's been awesome. It's been so much fun. We are going to be back here every single Wednesday for New Comic Book Day, and that'll be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's that, Kev?
What movie ended? What movie ended with Deathstroke in it?
With what joke?
What movie ended with what?
We lost you for a second.
No voice.
Now he's out. Now he's a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he was about to insult me, so we took him out of the show. All right, Kev, do you have a connection?
No, he's listening.
I didn't say anything. My Wi-Fi is going.
Oh, we heard that. We heard that. So you said before, what movie ended how? All right, he's gone. He's gone.
It's so funny. He phrases right at the point he's gonna say it.
He's about to say it. All right. Well, we will find out what Kevin was gonna say next time on Comic Book Creation Live. Thank you to everybody that watched the show tonight and is going to watch the show after the recording goes up. And please try to catch us the next time we're on. We take your comments and stuff into consideration. You might end up having your idea put into Albatross Junction. Please go check out albatrossjunction.com and go on Instagram and follow us on albatross_junction on there, so you guys get all the news and all the concept art that we post on there. And I think that's about it. So Mundo, thanks so much. Thank you to Kevin. He already popped out of here, but we will be back in a recorded video before next Wednesday and then live a week from today. We're still working on Albatross Junction. This is still issue number 1, and we're going to get through it and get it out there and get it in your hands on October 1st. So wish us luck.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Anthony. Guys, come on. Come join the fun, man. I have a great time with these guys. You will too.